Adenike, and of course I'm your host Adenike. So today you can see my answers everywhere. I'm so excited to come to you with this movie titled Black November. I know most of you, if not all of you, have been anticipating this movie, myself included. And finally I was able to watch it over the weekend, and I cannot tell you how amazing this movie was. Black November was produced and directed by Jeta Amata. That's the movie I'm talking to you about today. Sit back, relax, enjoy the show, and I'll be right back.
How in the world did they get in this country without us knowing?
We don't negotiate with terrorists.
I'm not going in until I know what I'm dealing with.
What the oil companies and the government need is a war, and we will give it to them.
Alright guys, welcome back. So, today, Black November, produced and directed by Jeta Amata. The movie features Fred Amata, Mbong Amata, Zach Amata, Enyina Nwigwe, Robert Peters, Akon, Wyclef, Nse Ikpe Etim, Ukeje. This movie was star-studded. A host of other actors and actresses were also in the movie as well. I'm rating this movie 4.5/5. Yes, it was that good. The movie was set back in Niger Delta area of Nigeria, in a particular community that was being affected by the oil spills from a particular oil company. So their livestock, the fishes and all were being killed. They couldn't drink their water, they couldn't cook with their water, and they were starving and all of that. So there were all these struggles that the people in the community were experiencing. So the movie surrounded how a particular lady named Ebere was able to rally the community members, and how all of them were able to react to the situations. However, it was not particularly positive, and the movie didn't particularly end on a good note. But that's where I'm going to stop. Like I said, I'm rating it 4.5/5. This movie was exceptional. I mean, I researched and realized that they spent $22 million yes, shooting this movie. So you can imagine how much they invested into it, and so why wouldn't it be good? The casting was fantastic. Really good actors. Like I always tell you guys, I love Mbong Amata. I think she's a fantastic actress. She did really good in her role as Ebere. Save a few scenes here and there where I thought she could have relaxed a little bit, or she could have toughened up a little bit. But either way, she did good in her role as Ebere. Enyina, I think, surprised me the most. Enyina Nwigwe surprised me the most in this movie. I was like, what? That is not him. His acting was fantastic. He was absolutely on point. He was able to embody the character and just transfer that to us on the screen. I mean, I don't need to tell you guys about the production quality and sound quality, pictures, cinematography. All of that was just, it was not an issue, it was well produced. However, the movie wasn't without flaws, because in as much as they focused on the story, a few places here and there, they lost touch of reality and they got caught up in what they were trying to say. And by that I mean, number one, the movie felt rushed to me. It felt like we were here and then we're there and then we're here and a few things were just going on that I didn't quite get, and then by the time I realized it was the end of the movie. And another thing was they had issue with continuity. There was a scene where they were talking about, the hostage situation has been going on for 7 hours and back in Nigeria. The timing wasn't consistent with what the time should be in Nigeria. Another thing I had a problem with in this movie was the establishment of characters. They didn't do that very well. I didn't find out about OC until maybe a few scenes to the end of the movie, and his role in the movie was quite important. And then they introduced characters in weird situations that it didn't make it too easy to follow. And one of the people I had the problem with in the movie was Wyclef. Wyclef cannot act to save his life. Wyclef is a terrible actor. I hope he never ventures into acting. Just stick to the movie, to the music industry. But anyway, Wyclef, I was just like, oh my gosh, get him off the screen, And then, I mean, how can they talk about holding hostage for 7 hours a lot of people in the US in a very, very open and contained location, and you know, they would have, Americans would have entertained, you know. But and then a few things here and there that made the movie fall short of being a perfect movie. Overall, I thought this movie was astounding. Yeah, I think that's the word for it. It was just, it left me dumbfounded that wow, you know, it's a different thing for you to read something in the news and then for you to actually experience it, or for you to watch a film that depicts what's actually going on, a well-produced film. And I think this was what this movie Black November did. I have to say kudos to Jeta Amata and his entire cast and crew and team for putting this together and being able to tell the story to the world of what's actually going on back there. I hope you guys go see this movie. I paid to watch it, and I cannot tell you how much it's worth it for you to pay. You can rent or you can buy on iTunes to watch the movie. So if you don't have an Apple product, I'm sorry, I don't think you'll be able to watch it yet. But if you happen to have a MacBook or an iPod or an iPhone or whatever, you have access to iTunes, then go on iTunes, search for Black November movies, and you'll find it right there. I rented it for about $5-6 thereabout. Overall, fantastic movie. Like I said, 4.5 over 5 for Black November. Yay! Alright guys, if you go see the movie, make sure to come back and let me know what you think, or if you've seen it already like I have, leave a comment down below. Any message you have for me, leave a comment down below. I love you guys so much. I hope you have a fantastic week. God bless you. Mwah! I love you. See you again next week. Bye bye.